Hey, Phantomaniacs! Welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. It is Mutant Monday, so today we are taking a look at from Super 7's ThunderCats Ultimate, Vulture Man, one of the much-needed mutant enemies of the ThunderCats. This is from the newest wave. Well, I don't even know what wave we're up to now. 5, maybe? I'm not sure. I bought 3 of the figures from this wave because I wasn't interested in, I think it was the red Lion-O, which is like an evil version of Lion-O or something. I can't even remember exactly what it is, but I'm definitely less interested in the repaints in this line. The only one I'm kind of specifically looking forward to is the if they do a Spirit of Jaga, then I'm into that. I didn't even buy regular Jaga because I just want the spirit. So beautiful. Look, I've done so many of these reviews. You know I love these embossed boxes with the metallic foil on the front, ThunderCats logos, and the nice slipcover. And there he is, Vulture Man. Very excited about this guy. He's like the technical wizard of the mutants. Let's see here, a little bio on the back with some nice artwork. Vulture Man. The cunning and ambitious Vulture Man is the resident inventor of Castle Plundar and easily the most intelligent of the wicked mutants on Third Earth. Although he's a longtime associate of mutant leader Slithe and an enemy of Lion-O's father, Claudus, his treacherous nature has led him to work with others like General Rataro, the Lunatacs, and even the ThunderCats themselves when it best suits his always self-serving agenda. Yeah, we need a Rataro in this line soon. All right. Let's take a look at this guy. I feel like the last few waves of ThunderCats Ultimates have been coming kind of fast and furious. Man, he comes with a lot of stuff. Wow. This one is really heavy on accessories. Carefully remove this wacky thing. Lots of hands. We know that's one of the things that Super 7 Ultimates are kind of known for. One of their things is coming with lots of different hands and lots of different poses to handle the lots of different accessories that these come with. Which, by the way, if you haven't watched one of my videos before, I am not at a point in my life where I have an encyclopedic knowledge of everything that comes with all of these figures. I don't know the name of every accessory, and honestly, I don't care. Now, if you want to drop it in the comments, if you want to let me know that these are some kind of special positron pliers or something, or I guess those are actually wire cutters, that's fine. But for my own purposes, I'm looking at this as, is this a cool toy, and are all of the things that it comes with fun? Like, I don't need to go back and watch every episode of the show, which, I mean, at some point I for sure will, and I have recently. Well, within the past year. But I don't catalog this stuff anymore. That's not how my brain works, and that's not how I enjoy my toys. I don't need to know the name of every medallion, trinket, and whatnot that comes with all the figures that I get. I just need to know if the figure can hold everything, which in the case of the Ultimates, no, absolutely not. And if it can hold everything as in all at once, like figure storage. Uh, and if it makes sense and it's a fun thing to play with. That is my big concern. All right, there we go. These are, I gotta say, for mail order items, although I understand they do have the Super 7 retail store out there in San Diego. For mail order items, these are secured perhaps a bit more thoroughly than they need to be. Oh man, look at that face. Those beady little pupils. That's fantastic. Nice range of motion on this guy as well, which he needs to have that because in the cartoon he did have that bird-like expressiveness. The positioning of the head is actually very important for this character, so I think they've done a pretty nice job of giving you some options for the posability there. Similar to Monkeyin, he's got these sort of fur add-ons on his shoulder. Interesting the way that they chose to do that. You get these slits here to allow his arms a full range of motion. Looks okay. This, this is not the best because it is just kind of a very visible slit. It's not worked into the sculpt or anything. It was like, all right, this is where we need to make the cut. Not terrible, but not the nicest looking thing I've ever seen. But, once you get the arm up, it looks pretty good. And I'm glad they didn't just make it, a hard plastic where you couldn't raise the arms, because it does work very nicely with the articulation to give you a good range of motion for this guy. And articulation wise, we've got the standard hinged ball joint, I guess. The shoulder, he's got the bicep swivel, as well as the upper elbow swivel. Pretty decent pivot there, and the single jointed elbow. The wrists are going to do everything you want them to do. And now here, I like this quite a bit. Rather than the cut that is in most of these to give him the ab crunch, he's actually got it worked into his sculpt, which I think looks much better than that just ugly cut that's in most of these figures. This is a step up to me. But he does still have a cut joint at the waist, which I'm not a big fan of. I do like that the belt is up here as part of this sculpt, and the skirt is down a little bit further. Hip joints are standard, what you get with a Super 7, and then he's got the swivel at the top of the calf, and then your standard modern. Look at the spurs. I love the spurs, and these are sharp and dangerous. That's one thing about these collector toys is all of these kind of parts are going to be be careful around those, because they'll put a hole in you. Got the claws on his, or I guess talons on his feet there, as well as on the hands. And just really nice. Paint looks great. He looks crisp and clean. All the sculpted detail looks really fantastic. They've done a nice job with this guy. I'm very happy with Vulture Man. And he is from flat foot to top of his head, almost 7.5 inches tall. I believe he might be one of the larger sort of standard issue ThunderCats Ultimates. Yeah, he is actually taller than Lion-O, the Lord of the ThunderCats. But I think part of the reason for that is that Vulture Man is typically in kind of a hunched over stance. He's not usually standing completely upright, so he's got kind of like that squattiness to him. So once you get him squatted down in his typical stance, then he's, a little bit shorter than Lion-O, actually. All right. Gosh, I love this portrait. He looks really good. He's got this weird, whatever this armor piece is on the back of his head. Let's continue with the accessories. He has the squawking portrait, which I believe is the one. That's terrible. And you can see some paint scuff on the back here. Not real happy about that. Otherwise, this portrait is fantastic, and probably the one that I'm going to put on the figure. Let's see how easily this comes off. There we go. No, not quite. There we go. All right. So yeah, that's the portrait that's going on the shelf, despite this big scratch on the back here. And he also includes multiple hands with suited for the various little accessories and devices that he comes with. This really brutal looking like murder claw device that I believe came with the original toy. You can see the little, actually the detail here where it would close down. It'd be nice if that actually worked, but it does not. Nice sculpted detail though, everything looks good. We've got a little bit of flash down here at the bottom, but I mean that can literally just be scraped off. We've got a blaster, which I believe has been included with the other mutants. Not all of them, but at least one of the other mutants I think came with the same blaster. And then this gas gun, rocket launcher, whatever it may be. Again, let me know in those comments. That I think is unique. This is the first time we've seen this with Vulture Man. And this might be what he gets on the shelf. I like this thing. The sculpt is really sharp. The painted detail looks great. Got some goggles here, which I love. Those are actually going to cover up that little scuff on his armor piece. So I don't think I'm going to leave those on his eyes, although that looks really cool. Probably just going to put them on top of his head like that. I think that's probably the way I'm going to go. That way we can use this portrait. Everything looks good. And the detail on these goggles, really nice gloss on the lenses. Oh, these are fantastic. The buckle on the back is painted. These look great. Another unique pistol that just cool looking. It looks like a teapot. Then some various tools. He's got a wrench, some wire cutters, and a flathead screwdriver. Nice to have. Wouldn't be surprised to see these included with, I think maybe some tools might come with the Turtles Party Wagon, unless I'm mistaken. These could definitely be used again, but they look great. Great paint, great sculpt. And then finally, we've got Superpower Potion. That is awesome. So there he is, Vulture Man, foe of the ThunderCats. Although when it suits his needs, perhaps an ally. Looks great. Love this figure. Super 7 did a really nice job with this one. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things, and come back tomorrow and the next day for more ThunderCats Ultimates reviews. Yeah.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.